What's up, guys? So, we're gonna be entering next year's Eurovision for the UK because, you know what, we've not been doing too well lately. So me and Andy have decided this is how we're going on. Do you like the look of this? This is how we're gonna go on. We're gonna enter next year's Eurovision for the UK and we're gonna be called Nil Pois. And that owl was right on cue there. You know what? We've not even planned that. That has just turned up. So, the reason why we are dressed like this tonight here is because we have returned to Gawthorpe Hall at Pendle Hill. And Andy, this is Andy under the mask here, by the way, wants to go face to face, head to head with this person who keeps interfering with our Ouija board. And for once, we're going to have this out with him face to face, and then we're going to send him right back to Gawthorpe Hall.
Yeah.
So Andy, what is your plan?
Right, I'm going to do that ritual to basically annoy him, basically.
So we're going to stir it up a bit first.
Yeah. Put that on there. In case he starts ramping up while I'm doing it.
What's your over there? Can you grab me that bright torch?
That one.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's alright. No, that was me. I said it's alright. I just said it's alright.
Somebody said something else.
Did they? I didn't hear anything. Your bag? Yeah, I'll put it under the Ouija board.
Alright.
Oh, you need it?
Yeah.
Alright, well you sort yourself out and I'll just tell people what's going on tonight. So,
I hear the voice.
well, just set yourself up. For those people that have been following our channel recently, and we've been going to different parts of the UK with the Ouija board. And the first time we used this Ouija board was right here at Gawthorpe Hall. Since we've used the Ouija board at Gawthorpe Hall, we seem to have picked up a priest, a very dark priest, who's been following us around everywhere we've gone and keeps turning up on this Ouija board with messages for Andy saying, "You're Satan, you're the devil, you're dark, black magic," and all this kind of stuff, right? So we're not able to get any other spirit people through because this same individual keeps coming through and hassling us. So tonight we have returned to Gawthorpe Hall and we're going to conjure this guy forward, find out what he's all about, what does he want, and then we're going to banish him and send him back to stay right here at Gawthorpe Hall. Now, Gawthorpe Hall is right there. I'm going to shine the torch now and show you the silhouette of it because it literally is just a big black dark tower castle silhouette. There isn't any lighting up here apart from the lighting that we've brought, but I will try now and show you a little bit of the... You might be able to see the outline of it. So that's, if you can see the silhouette of it there, that's Gawthorpe Hall. It's more like a tower, like a castle really, than a hall, because the halls tend to be timber built, black and white Tudor panelling. This one is more like a castle, so I would call this more of a towers. Houses in Britain that look like this are mostly towers, they're not really halls. So Andy's set up now and we'll let him get ahead with his ritual.
Okay. So, priest, whatever you are, you seem to be keep targeting me for one reason or other through this board. You know, but you're not giving me any answers of who you are, what you are. So, I've decided now I'm going to bring together quite a few things that are going to bring you out and send you back to where you should be. Because if you're a holy man who keeps telling me I'm unholy, I'm the demon, I'm the devil, I'm 666, I'm this, that and the other, and I'm telling me to die and all this lot. Well, if you're a priest and you're so holy yourself, why are you still here? Why have you not passed to the place you keep telling us, heaven or wherever you're supposed to be going? Is it because you're afraid? And that's why you're having a go at me, because you are afraid of going to where you're supposed to go because of things you did in your life that were unholy and sinful. So, you know, you keep coming up with all these things, so I'm going to do something here that if you really as strong as you make out. This is really, really going to put the cat among the pigeons. So here we go. In nomine de nostri Satanas Lucifera Excelsior. In the name of Satan, the ruler of the earth, the king of the world, I command the forces of darkness to bestow their infernal power upon me. Open wide the gates of hell and come forth from the abyss to greet me as your brother and friend. Grant me in the indulgences of which I speak. I have taken thy name as part of myself. I live in the beasts of the field, rejoicing in the fleshly life. I favour the just and curse the rotten. By all the gods of the pit, I command that these things of which I shall speak come to pass. Come forth and answer to your names by manifesting my desires. Oh, hear the names: Abaddon, Asmodeus, Astaroth, Baphomet, Hecate, Nergal, Sekhmet, Typhon. Hail Satan, Shaham Farash. Now come on, priest, let's be hearing your voice on here. You know, have you anything to say to that? What would you like to say? I mean, you keep going on about it, you know. Try and deal with it now when you've got more than one thing to deal with. You know, you were so big and mighty before when you're...
Do you want the EVP recorder?
Caused me to have chest pains. Yeah.
Just try the inside pocket there.
You know.
Yeah, so last time we were here, Andy got severe chest pains and fell on the floor twice. And we didn't know, because we haven't been in here to check out the history or anything. When we looked it up, we googled it. Several people have had the same phenomena, the same symptoms of a chest pain. And Andy's never had the chest pain before, and he's never had the chest pain since. So we presume that was something that was put on him here, probably by this same priest that's been following us around for the last few months now.
Right, I've got a thing here in my hand. You want to talk to me? You know, you can talk through this device. And I can hear your voice. Okay. I'm going to turn it on now. Who are you and what is your name? Why are you still here? Are you the one who causes people to have chest pains and feeling ill? And why do you consider me a demon? And why do you keep telling me to die? Why do you stay here? Why have you not moved on? Is it because of things you did in your past and you were sinful? That is why you were afraid to move on? But once again, I demand you to give me your name. I'm not afraid of you. I've got all protection behind me. We can deal with you. Just give me your name. And you will be banished. Once again, not a word has come out of there.
No, it hasn't, has it?
Who are you and what is your name? Why are you still here?
I'm not sure if I didn't hear a very low whispering then. Put it to your ear. Did you hear a sigh?
Causes people to have chest pains and feeling ill. And why do you consider me a demon? And why do you keep telling me to die?
Yeah, something. I heard a
Why
sigh.
do you stay here? Why have you not moved on? Is it because of things you did in your past? You were sinful. That is why you were afraid to move on. Once again, I demand you to give me your name.
I heard a sigh. Was it like a...
I think I know. I'm not afraid of you.
I'm hearing something back here. Come and show an orb if you're there.
I've got all
Come forward. Don't
protection
lurk in the
behind me.
shadows.
I can deal with you. Just give me your name. And you will be banished.
Did you hear anything else? There was like a sigh though, weren't there?
Yeah.
I could hear that from over here. I keep hearing something back here. I feel like there's something lurking back there in the shadow. Come forward. Come on, come and join us, because you know what? Tonight is the night you stay at Gawthorpe Hall and we go home without you. For once. Okay, so Andy's going to set
I'm
up.
not going to word through that.
No, we haven't. We never do when we're using other means, other methods, do we?
Yeah, try this.
Yeah, so we'll go for Ouija board and see. We're going to bless and consecrate this Ouija board tonight, guys, before we leave here. And push this guy back to where he belongs.
Okay.
There is a stream running down the back, so perhaps we're hearing that. Wouldn't it be very strange if he does no message now? Whilst we're here.
No, he's here. Oh, no, he's here. Just
Can you feel him, or is it picking up like power under your finger?
yeah, this is. As soon as I ask a question, I know this is going to move.
Okay. Let's just see what you get then.
I can feel it. I can feel.
Why are you hassling Andy? Why have you attached yourself to him, to this board? What is about him? What is it about him that you don't like? I've got a feeling that whoever it is on this path down here. Every now and again I keep hearing like a footstep. Like, you know when you have a feeling that someone stood behind you and when you look round you expect someone to be stood there and there's not. It's like that.
Take it back to him. Give me your name. No.
No, because he won't. Because if you know his name you can banish him. But we can banish you anyway. So it doesn't really matter about the name.
Are you afraid of what I can do? Yes.
Yeah, you know why? Because he knows that he's up against two witches, people who practice witchcraft. And he's out of his league now.
Do you know the name of my spirit guide? Can you tell me her name? Do you know who's next to me? That's it.
Yeah, is he spelling Elizabeth? So if he's spelling Elizabeth, he knows who your guide is then. Did you put Elizabeth? Elizabeth is Andy's spirit guide, guys. She was
Look,
one of the elder witches from Pendle Hill.
What I'll say is, I'm not here to cause you any harm.
Yeah, please tell me that was fireworks. People are celebrating that we got 0 points in the Eurovision Song Contest tonight.
Why won't you move on? He's afraid.
Afraid of moving on? Why are you afraid of moving on? Don't believe in all that infernal hell crap that they teach you in church, because it's not true.
Can I ask you a question? I don't know why this is going on. In this day and age now, a relationship between two men, there's nothing wrong with it and there's nothing there. Even in the church now, are happy they have gay priests, gay vicars or whatever. But in this day and age now, two men together, is that why?
You think that's it?
Fucking
We can help you cross over if that's what you need.
Did you have a relationship with another man? Yes.
Ah, so that's it. You can cross over. That's not a sin.
Do you want to move on, but are afraid to move on?
Is this why you've been trying to get our attention? Yeah. You want to help him cross over, Andy, and then I'll consecrate the board.
Do you want me to help you to move on? I know yours place probably in the same place, but do you want me to help to go to the light? I need you to tell me if you want me help.
Are you still unsure? Would you like to remain here at Gawthorpe Hall instead?
I can promise you nothing will, no harm will come to you.
It won't. You'll be welcome with peace and love.
Light, and whatever you, when you go to the light, whatever you're doing in life, it doesn't matter. You can be who you want to be.
He wants to go to the light. You want to help him?
Can we help you get to the light? Can we part as friends and
Yeah,
get rid
we
of
can.
this animosity?
We should. We're going to help you now.
We're never going to agree on certain things,
But we can help you cross over.
do you want me to help you to cross over?
You see, he's been stuck here, hasn't he? And he's just tagged along with us, probably because we talked to Spirit.
Can you tell me your name? My name's Andy.
Paul. It's nice to meet you eventually, Paul.
How old were you? Three,
30-something.
2,
32. Too young. So why did you scare the living crap out of us then? If this is what this was all about.
You want to go and you want me to help you?
I had something down there then. I'm not joking. I'm sure I had like a low moan, but it was like a man.
Goodbye.
Said goodbye. Do you want to help him cross? So we'll do the circle of light, close our eyes and do the white light. You okay? So we close our eyes and we imagine a white circle of light going around our bodies, going around from the top of our head, all down our faces, all down our necks, all down through our chest, all through our abdomen down, and the white light is going down one leg and down the other leg and into the ground. It's going down one arm and the other arm, and it's going round and round and round very fast. Bright white light of protection, bright white light of spirit, and the bright white light is going to come down now and help you to go towards it. And Paul, you will go towards the light and step into it, and you will go and pass over to where you are meant to be, in peace. And we leave you in peace, and we leave you in love, and we have You have our blessing.
He's gone. I can feel it. He's gone.
Okay, do you want to take the camera while I just consecrate this board with the salt water? Stand on this side and film because the torchlight's really, really bright over there. So sometimes, really, you know, you think you could be dealing with a negative.
I think he was just angry.
You think you could be dealing with a negative
He was just
entity.
angry how he'd been treated.
I think what it is.
And I think he just needed somebody to take it out on.
I think what it is, sometimes spirit, because they come through really like powerful, you automatically think they're bad, negative, and going to cause you some harm. But even family spirits, if they're trying to get through, if like a vase could shatter, or a table, we've had a table shatter, you know, or an object could shatter and make you jump and freak out and run. And what it is, they have so much energy, they don't realise how much energy they've got, so they're like, oh my god, I didn't mean to do that, I only meant to sort of push it a little bit, and they have more energy than they realise. And I think this guy has been coming across as really negative and evil and nasty, and probably he just had a little bit too much energy in order to, you know, to try and get through to us. Right, I'm going to consecrate this now, so we're going to do
I'll show you what you do.
air, fire, water, spirit. I consecrate you in the names of Osiris, Horus, Isis and Thoth. This Ouija board is now cleansed of any negative or lingering spirits. There will be no further attachments to this Ouija board. There will be no further attachments to Andy or myself. And from now on, when we use the board, it will be clean and we will get new spirits able to come through.
Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, well that's good, so
He's gone.
we've done a good job here tonight. It
He's
isn't always about
yeah.
negative stuff.
No,
It isn't always
it's-
about fighting and wrestling with ghosts or poltergeists or anything
No,
like that. Sometimes it genuinely is just a spirit that's just got stuck and is unable to cross over and is unhappy and miserable because they can't get to where they should be, and they haunt these buildings because there's nowhere else for them to go. A Ouija board is like a door opening, so we give him a door and he's gone through that door, but unfortunately he's followed us around now for a few weeks and we've not been able to make communication with other spirits. But in a way it's been a good thing because now we've been able to help him, and hopefully now he will be at rest.
I get the feeling that he kept getting that because he knew how I was, that I would eventually come back and then we could get something going, because
help him.
We've not been back here.
No, of course not. But the thing is,
it's changed.
We come from a counselling background. We've counselled people, we've done support work, counselling, we've done all that kind of stuff. So even in now for spirit people, you know, it's the same. You give them love, peace, happiness. You know, you have respect. You help them if they're stuck. You know, it's what we do. We do it in life, don't we? Help each other. So why not continue to do it in spirit? And he obviously needed help. And I think sometimes when they're trapped, they're angry. They can be a bit negative because they're annoyed and they're disgruntled and they're like having a pop at you, you know, because you're alive and you're free and you can do your thing, and they're like angry because they're stuck and they can't. And I think sometimes that's why you get these negative messages coming through. But once they know that you can help them, then they come around like to your way of thinking and they let you help them. And hopefully now, Paul, hopefully you've gone and you're at rest.
He's gone
to your place.
He's gone. It just.
Hopefully that'll be it. Anyway, whilst we're on, we've got to start practicing. Me and Andy are going to enter next year's Eurovision UK entry. So, Andy's going on with the devil's mask, yeah? And we're going to practice our moves. We're going to do a little running man, aren't we? And we're going to see if we can get any points, because we're fed up of getting nil points. We're actually going to call the record nil points. We're going to write it, we're going to rehearse it, we're going to get our dancing moves ready for the night, and we're going on. Is that right, Andy?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what we're doing next year.
Exactly.
So we'll just sack this paranormal off and we'll go and do the Eurovision instead. So you think that's it then? You think that's a done job?
That's it. I mean, not a thing.
Oh, that's good then.
Not a thing. Not a thing.
Alright, so is there anything else you need to do or you want to do?
Anybody else who wants to talk to us, then
we could always see if there's any other lingering spirits. I'm just going to walk up this path just to see if You know, sometimes we can get an orb coming through just random walking along the path or something.
No, that's
What's this here?
that's what.
That.
Oh, it'll go off.
Okay.
Yeah, it won't go on the phone.
Alright, so we're just going to have a little walk up and let's see if we get any... There is a light coming up there, but I think it's one of them security lights. Yeah, I think it's that, so that might just switch on as we get nearer, so don't worry if any lights come on. It's not like the castle where we were last week when all the lights went out, we got plunged into darkness at Wales. But to be fair, those lights were on a timer and were due to go out at 11 o'clock, but we didn't know that at all until we got plunged into darkness. If anybody wants to see me and Andy get plunged into darkness and freak out and run off, you have to watch the Welsh Castle, the Denbigh Castle, Wales episode. Where, yeah, we did, you know, we really thought that was paranormal. So if any spirit people would like to walk through this maze, these gardens here, come forward. Any ladies present who used to live here? Any children? Any male spirits? Now is your chance to come forward and communicate with us. I'm Alison, and this is Andy. And we are next year's entry for the Eurovision Song Contest. We'll be going in as the band name Nilpois. Just try it, innit? You never know.
Nothing at all.
It's been very flat, hasn't it, apart from that?
Which is
But we've needed to do that.
so unusual.
That sounds like people talking, but it's actually ducks on the stream. Do you know when ducks chatter, don't they sound like people talking?
Yeah.
They probably are actually talking to each other.
But I've never known this so quiet.
It's not said a thing, has it?
It's not said a thing.
It's never said, and the EMF meter hasn't flickered at all. So really, this was a case of just a restless spirit that needed help to cross over.
Basically, I think he was antagonising me because he knew I'd come back.
Probably,
He
yeah.
would have been nice to me and this, that and the other. I wouldn't have come back.
No, that's true.
But I have.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
See, we don't actually know any history of this hall. Sometimes we don't look the history up.
Someday, at some point, we're going to have to come back and have a look at it.
But the thing is...
research the history. But sometimes it's better off...
Yeah, because then you don't know it.
Knowing, because if you do, you've got
You've got suggestions in your head, haven't you, of names and things.
You sometimes connect things that there isn't a connection.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
If you come into a place like this,
Yeah,
which you can probably barely see it, just the outline, then you don't know frustration. Well, he must have been feeling frustration when he was stuck.
Yeah, you don't have to stay here any longer. You can go to everywhere and you'll be
That's probably how he was feeling. Because he was stuck here. I mean, if you think about it, if you've passed away, right, and you haven't gone through the light to where you're supposed to go.
Because he was afraid.
See, this is what I don't understand. How long do you think the light stays to collect you, and if you don't go? Is that it? Is that your only chance to pass over? Do you think then that you're just doomed to wander the earth until somebody comes along like us who can help?
It's like a door that's been opened.
And if you don't go through
If
it,
you choose to shut that door, then that's
the end.
you.
So you stay here in the dark.
No, you can open the door again.
You think so?
But some people don't want to go through that door.
Because they're afraid.
Yeah, some people are afraid to go through that door because they're afraid of that they're going to be judged when they get there and where they're going to end up.
Because?
But whatever religion you believe in, whatever you believe you go to, this is just the start of your life.
Maybe.
You know, and I really don't think if the thing... Tessa.
It's a name.
Yeah, Tessa. I really don't think for things like that you should be afraid of going there. I mean, yeah, if you've committed murder, you know, you're a psychopath, then yeah, maybe Maybe you don't go.
Maybe you go somewhere else.
Maybe you don't go to where you go.
Maybe you go somewhere for help rather than... I
May-
don't believe in infernal hell, but I
may-
believe that maybe you go somewhere
Maybe.
else where you need more help. Maybe you need to come back again and live your life another time.
Maybe it's like they say, the more you learn, the more your life goes on. You can, to a point, to move up to another level. Now, is this a trial?
Who knows?
For
Well,
you
the Buddhas believe in that, don't they?
I mean, I do believe you move to nine different.
Hear my footsteps.
Oh, yeah,
probably.
can we?
Probably
Yeah.
have.
Come on, come
But-
forward and let us hear your footsteps.
Yeah, moving.
I'll leave you talking about the Buddhist religion and the 9 levels because I've got 5 minutes of battery left and that's going to go on for an hour.
Oh, but you move on, don't you?
Well, I mean, none of us really knows what is beyond, do we? And nobody ever comes back to tell us what is beyond, so therefore we can't know, can we?
What it's all about, and this is what we do to find out what is there, or is anything there. No.
And this is our way of communicating with Spirit to find out some answers to these questions. If they can answer it, perhaps they can't.
Well, this is why I think a majority of people do this, because they've had experiences through their life, paranormal experiences that they can't explain. And this is why we do it, because we want answers. We want to know what is the after this. And I do believe that there is something after this, because
I know what's after this.
What?
Pendle Hill.
Pendle.
Alice Nutter's Roughly Hall. That's
yeah.
what's after this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, but...
Well, it's one of those things that we
been-
can debate it forever and not come to arrive at the answer, can we really?
yeah, this is for another video that's
Yeah.
going to be about 3
This is
hours
for
long.
the fire pit again, really.
Yeah, it is.
Isn't it? The next time we're doing the fire pit, then we'll
I
we'll
mean,
go over this subject again, but it's a subject with no answer. Do you know what I mean? It's like going down a tunnel with no end. It's
the only way you're going to get any answers to this question is when you go yourself.
well, this is it. Because the thing is,
And
close family members pass over, but none of them ever come back to tell you, oh yeah, I've gone to such a place, I'm fine, I'm okay, don't worry about me,
they're not
everything's
alone.
good, and blah blah blah. They can't, obviously they can't, so...
well, no, because that would blow apart the whole of different religions, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah.
Would it destroy
See, I believe
what people have got here now?
that the universe is like an energy,
It's
and I think that this one energy, this one God, this one thing, everybody's taking different paths to get to it.
and the thing is, if we were told there is nothing after this, it could make a big difference to people's lives, because you'd be thinking, well, what's the point of having any kind of belief system when this is it?
Yeah.
Why should we care what we do in this life? Why should we bother? There's nothing else. There's nothing else for us. So why should we treat people, with respect? 'Cause
Well,
it
it's...
don't really matter at the end of the day. We're not going to be judged. We're not going anywhere. That's it. Once we're in the ground, and we're just...
But it's like
gonna
those
fade
people.
away. But
Those people that
You
have
know.
been on life support machines and all that have had these experiences
But,
where
yeah.
they've actually
Yeah.
clinically died for a few minutes,
Yeah,
and
they-
they've gone through that tunnel and into some sort of like beautiful garden,
yeah,
and
it's-
then they've been
so
brought
that-
back and they've come back to life, and then they've remembered where they've been to this really beautiful, peaceful place. So so many people have had
so
that
many people
experience.
have had that experience, and there must be more.
So have they gone through the tunnel and
just-
travelled and then come back because the doctors have brought them back, or what? Is that it? I don't know. No one knows, do they, really?
No one knows, and we will never.
Can only speculate.
We will never get that answer, I think, until our time comes. Maybe that's how it should be.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe that's.
Maybe we're not meant to know
May-
the secrets.
Maybe we're not meant to know. Maybe we're not spiritually open enough. Maybe we're not intuitive enough. Maybe we haven't got the spiritual skills or
Well, if you can...
whatever to be able to connect to that level.
If you compare us to aliens,
You
we're
know.
very primitive, really, aren't we? If you compare us to the grey aliens that are whipping about space in the silver discs, which are supposed to be powered by
But
anti-gravity, look at them, yeah, and then we're very primitive compared to what they're at now.
yeah, but
Gravity-defying saucers,
And
apparently, and
then-
I think I've heard lately that's how they power
and
themselves.
then you can go into people who've done past life regressions who can tell you stuff that they couldn't possibly have known.
Well, I told you that I did one, and I grew a beard and a moustache.
You know, well,
No, seriously,
it's
seriously, I'm telling this one. This one's on me. I did past life regression on myself in the bathroom mirror years and years and years ago with a candle. Yeah, what are you supposed to do? Get a mirror, candle, turn all the lights off, stare into the mirror into your own eyes, right? You look deep into your own soul, and you go, right, who did I used to be in a previous life? Now, I started doing this in the mirror at my mum and dad's bathroom in, at the old house, and I swear to God, this droopy moustache and beard, and I don't know, I started turning into some sort of like a pirate or something. I shut it down really quick because it was pretty freaky, but that's what you do for past life regression. I mean, you can go under hypnosis and get it done that way.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is for another video or
I think
sometime,
so.
I think so.
So,
Yeah. That was,
all right then.
I enjoyed that.
So I think we've helped Paul, the priest at Gawthorpe Hall, and hopefully now he can be put to rest and we can get on with our, paranormal mission, our quest. So from here now we're going to go back to Pendle.
Yeah.
We're going to go down the roughly Hall end, which is where Alice Nutter and Anne Whittle used to live.
Yeah.
And we'll do a little bit of paranormal there and a little bit of their story because we've several witches for the the Pendle Witch project that we're working on right now. There's a handful of witches to get through. We've only done 2 episodes and there's 2 ready for editing, and we've got I think 3 more maybe en route before October. So it's a long story and we're breaking it down gradually so we can tell it properly. So we'll see you guys at Pendle Hill on the next episode.
Okay.